All right, I'm remaking my first video, which was doesn't exist right now because if you notice, there's a part two and a part three, but there's no part one. I try to make this as quick as possible because I do like to ramble. Now, number one is going to be about the zone, being in the zone. What is the zone? How do you get in the zone? How do you stay in the zone? Number one, how do you get? What is the zone? The zone is a level of concentration that someone gets to when you get all the basics in order. You know, like a guitar player. A guitar player has to sit there and focus on the frets and go and then once they get it all down, the basic mechanics of it, then they could just close their eyes and just the sounds just come to them. It's just like they're riding a wave. And that's the same thing with Halo and video games and a lot of things. What you have to do is you build the basic skills so that you can lose yourself in whatever it is. It's pretty amazing when it does happen. But what you have to do is you have to first build the basic fundamental things like being able to move your hands and understanding certain things. And once you get there, like there's certain things that can influence being in the zone, and that's number two, how to get in the zone. If you probably, if you're a better player, if you a more experienced player, you probably have experienced the zones. You have like times of greatness, and you can get there easier with stuff like headphones, because once you cover your ears, that's one more sense that you're adding into the game. It's like right now it's just visual, and then you add your audio, and you know what you want to do, you want to shut off the lights, you want to make it so that your world is the TV and the game, and whatever it is that you're trying to concentrate. This is your life. This is who you are for right now. And once you get in that state, you got to learn how to stay in there. You know, you gotta figure out ways how to eliminate all the things that interrupt phone calls. And I mean, this is not for the average gamer. I mean, you really got to be dedicated to be able to take it to the next level. And when you're in the zone, you really just, I mean, you just become your character. That's where that's who you become. You become your character. Like when you walk around, you start noticing, like in real life, you walk around looking at your feet because you don't want to trip over. So you kind of start walking around looking down a little bit, and you start to, like, my friends used to tell me, I'm so animated. And I was like, what do you mean? And he says, because I would turn my character towards them when I would talk. There was no reason to, because they can hear me just fine if I'm wherever I am. But he's like, yo, it was kind of funny how I'll be like all theatrical and look at them when I'm talking to them. But that's because of how immersed I was in what I was doing. And what you need to do is do your best to find it and get in it and stay in it, because a lot of the times, like if I'm focusing, okay, there's a connection. There's my hands, and there's a controller, and then there's my reticule on the screen. Now, if my mind is in the zone, my connection, well, the third part is going to be from my reticle to my target. If I'm really in the zone, all I'm thinking about is my target and my reticule. The controller and my hams, well, pretty close. But my hands and my controller don't even exist. Like, my mind is in the game. It's like after the game, I wake up and back into reality. Like, this is the only thing that existed for the last 10 minutes. And like if I miss a shot or I lose a shot, I start thinking about my own personal motor skills. Oh, I failed because I couldn't move it right. So then my connection goes off of my target, past my reticule, and down to my hands. And there's a lot of stuff that can knock you out of the zone, like having sweaty palms. You start thinking consciously, what is your own body doing? You're not in there. You're like, you start think it's easy to get knocked out, but I used to wear gloves, like straight nerd style. I used to wear gloves so that I couldn't tell when my palms are sweating, so it wouldn't distract me from what I was trying to do. So just just if you have anything else that I missed about the zone, or how you get in the zone, or like sometimes you could play music before, or just whatever it is, just leave some in the comments if I missed something, or whatever. And what else would be helpful, if you guys can like put some subjects for me to be able to, or topics I can talk about. Just let me know. I don't like to. I mean, I don't make, like, right now I don't have the equipment to just make videos and record of me like shooting and doing all this stuff right now. And to be honest, I'm so much of a gamer. If I had the equipment, it's like, I mean, I'm over here editing. I could be playing right now. So just, I hope it helped, and I hope you understand it. Because the best way to be able to get good at something is you got to at least understand that it's there. Because if you have a problem, like, what you need to do is make it conscious, and then you can work on it. Because if it's subconscious, like, okay, I don't pay attention too much to my radar, it will come to you. You will learn how to watch your radar. But if, like, it might take years, but if you make conscious, oh snap, I don't even look at my radar that much, then you can make it conscious, focus on that, and then you can improve and jump years ahead of how long it would take you if you never paid attention to it. So maybe I'll talk about that in a future video about self-improvement, like picking. Alright, this video is probably long enough. It's about 7 minutes almost. I hope it helped. I like it if you like it. Dislike it if you don't like it. But please leave comments, man. If I missed something, or you have something that would relate to it, or whatever. Well, good luck. Peace.